same out of them, and that's expecting too much. Click City. I expect the same out of them, and that's expecting too much. Yes, I expect the same. I just want people to be good to each other. That's all I want to do is be good to people. And I guess I expect the same out of them. And that's expecting too much.
basically to cut out the editing system within men. There's a system that we have, where at the bottom of your gut, you have a feeling. And women can go from the bottom of that gut. Like, I'm reading a couple of chapters of your book. There's some things here that's basically just bottom of the gut things where this is what makes us happy. Men have an editing system in the middle before it gets to our mouth and brain, where we're always trying to make someone else feel better before we open our mouths. And I'm trying to cut that editing system out so that actually women can really, truly understand what we want. As opposed to, like, no offense, good things in your book, but it's almost like this book is like if a fish was writing a book to fishermen to say how to catch me. Do you understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I need help from a fish on how to catch you? That makes no sense. Doesn't exist. That goes against what you really are. This book is, there's no book on how to get men. Or how there's no book that a woman could write on how to get men to get you. It doesn't make any sense. This is more of a woman power thing, and I think you have enough power in this game. In the relationship game. That's what I think. I don't think that you need help. Because that's what this book is basically, helping women. It's not helping men. Because what we do, this is completely against what we are, animal-wise. This is a book on editing. Like, to give us tips, like I read one thing where it says 1 to 10, the worst things to talk about during a date.
Right.
Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about... It's like... What is there to talk about? You're saying what you don't want to talk about. Again, this is for you. It's not for us.
No, but you listen. That's the idea. These are shortcuts. Do you wanna
Shortcuts to what?
Into her panties. These are the shortcuts. If you're going to start talking about religion, if you're going to start talking about your mother, it's going to take you longer to get. If you're going to listen,
but ultimately there is no shortcut. See, shortcuts to a woman's panties ends up being long cuts to my fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Meaning, you are not teaching women on how to give up pussy and walk away. It doesn't exist.
No, but I'm not teaching women. I'm teaching guys how to get beautiful women fast. And yeah, sometimes
this is nothing fast. We're looking for, hey, how are you? Listen, can I just stick my finger in? That's what we're looking for. You just basically, this is a how to pick up women. This doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. But, I mean, no disrespect to this book. But again, we're talking, see how free you get to be when you tell a guy, here's how you get us. But why don't you listen to how we want to get you? Because we're masters at getting. But see, here's what you guys don't do. Women don't, you should write a book on how to keep a man. Which is your job.
Well, I don't need to keep a man. I have a hard time getting rid of them, right? So,
on what level, though? Let's be honest here. Getting rid of them? Is that what your life is? Getting rid of men? That's not that's against your nature.
No, exactly. But I don't need a book on keep a man. Do you know what I mean?
You
a
do
woman
need
like
a
me
book on keeping a man.
And I'm not writing for women. You know, I mean, I'm writing for guys.
So basically, when you say you don't need a book,
this is an insight into how to score women that look like me.
That is impossible. You know how to score you? How do you do that?
Well, I know how to score because I know how to score these kind of women. I've hooked up with these women before.
And how do you do it? How do I score you?
Well,
can any guy score you?
Of course.
Okay.
I've slept with hundreds of men. Therefore, there's plenty of women.
That's beautiful.
But what I'm saying is that there are certain kind of men that turn women on naturally. And the men that listen, you know what? It's very simple. If you just say to a woman, how do you feel about that? The woman's going to love you because guess what? You're strong but sensitive kind.
That's
all you got to say. No, there's no thinking.
You're adding too much thinking to what guys want.
But there is no thinking.
There you go. And here's what you're doing right now. You're telling, this is the thing. You're telling, like, say if I'm a shark swimming around the ocean, you got in the water and just told a shark how to be a shark, and you're a tuna. Like, how do you tell me how to be what I am? Do you feel me? Like, we don't want to
tell you what
we
you
do all this stuff in this book. A lot of it anyway. I didn't read the whole book. It's things that we already do, but we don't want to do. That's why we're losing. Our existence with you is a complete lie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
we lie. We don't go from our gut to our mouth.
But I don't encourage to lie. I don't encourage guys to lie.
This is what you're encouraging.
No.
If I want to talk about religion, why can't I talk about religion?
You can talk about religion, but chances are, if she's of different religion, she's going to get turned off and walk away.
There we go. It's the arrogance.
It's better you find out right away, though.
Who gives a shit?
Right.
This is the problem we have. It's all about what is turning you. Fuck you. Like, not trying to be offensive, but fuck what you want. Because really what it boils down to is your vagina.
But do you want to get laid or not? It comes down to how badly do you want to get laid.
There you go. You weigh in your existence. This guy here, right?
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller.
The great T.J. Miller.
Fucking in an $80 million
doesn't know how to hold
blockbuster
a
movie,
camera
right?
still,
Right.
but
I'm going to
Jesus.
tell you that a vagina, he had to be in a movie, he has to be at comics, he has to be doing what he's doing in life to get some kind of stature just to get your pussy. This is what I'm saying. Women never offer up.
Yours specifically, by the way. I've been doing all this for yours specifically.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't impress you, but it fucking should. The fact that I have to have a goddamn good credit, I have to have a nice car.
None of that. Who gives a shit about good credit? I don't talk about good credit.
I'm sorry, you talk about everything else.
I talk about a bad boy. I talk about being spontaneous and risk-taking. I talk about sense of humor.
We
I talk about
already
confidence
know.
and
We already
authority.
know. What do you have to have besides a
Definitely not
twat?
good credit.
Besides a twat, what do women have to get a man? You don't have to be charming. How do you get a man without your pussy? How would you get a man?
Well, you know, there's plenty of guys who are into things other than the pussy, unfortunately.
But I like to ask, I'm just asking the question. If you didn't have a vagina, and this is, I get very passionate about this. Don't think I'm attacking you. But without,
I understand.
But wait a second, because here's what you're about to do. You're about to do some woman stuff. You're not going to answer the question. You're going to spin it into
I'm not gonna
actually
spin
something else.
You know, I've been to Rio de Janeiro, and if you watch Rio de Janeiro, you see these women. You see these women in quotations that stand there, and then you see guys pulling over and getting blowjobs. Guess what? These are not women. These are transsexual.
This is exactly what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Vaginas have nothing to do with
that had
this.
nothing to do with the question. See, I'm pretty magical with this shit. I knew you was gonna switch it up. But what I'm saying is, it has everything to do with it. Vagina. There's no guy in here that's ever gotten pussy in their life because they have a dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning, we can't just go, look at this dick, ladies. We have to have a skill level, a charm level. We have to have a fucking, how many pages? A 400-page book to read to figure out how to fuck beautiful women. Have you ever charmed your way into dick? Have you ever talked your way into anything? Have you ever been charming?
Absolutely.
Have you ever taken a man out to dinner who didn't want to give you dick, but you fucking talked your way into it?
Actually,
you talked your way into dick before.
I have, believe it or
really,
not.
Really, to a man that didn't want to fuck you? Really, what did you do? What were some of those charming things you did to make me want to fuck you and I didn't want to at first?
I think what Patrice is saying...
Wait a minute, TJ, because here's why we fucked up.
Okay.
Because... TJ, this is what we do. We don't have ball togetherness, men.
Nope.
Because this is what makes us better than women too.
Sit back and enjoy.
TJ is gonna go, ooh, this is a good time to play good cop, bad cop, right? Where it's like, oh, see, Patrice, this is what he's doing. And no offense, but he'll do anything to fuck you. This is what he's doing. But for the basic part of it, we have an objective. And you don't understand this objective. See,
you have an evolutionary objective to fuck as many women as you can.
And you have an evolutionary objective to fuck one guy as much as you can.
Exactly.
Where's your skill to do that?
What do you mean my skill to do
Where's your skill to fuck? And instead of pretending that these hundreds of men you're proud of, you really want one guy that you can call your man.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but how are you having that? How are you keeping this guy?
How do you think I keep that guy?
Good one. How do you ask me a question with a question? It's hard for them to admit what they are. Exactly. Why? This is what the fuck. This is what they boil themselves down to.
Patrice has stood up. He's standing up.
They boil themselves down to sex.
And
why are we supposed to make them better? Why are we supposed to make them better than what they think they're selfish?
I also make a good living. Much better living than my man does, so that helps.
Which is why your relationship is on the way out anyway, because you can't deal with having a guy that's less cool than you.
Oh, he's not less cool.
He absolutely is. He's a man that is not better than his woman.
Why is he not better?
Because he doesn't make as much money as you.
But that doesn't define somebody better or worse.
Yeah, it does for
No,
you.
it doesn't.
Yeah, you look at a king.
You
want a king in your
why?
life? Is he your king?
Yeah, he's my king.
How's he your king when you're above him and you're the queen?
I don't think I'm above him.
Queen, king don't exist. It's king, queen.
I don't think I'm above him.
You're better than him.
I'm not better than him. We're equal.
You're just enjoying your control right now, but now, as soon as you get done with him, he'll be gone.
I'm not done with him. I mean, we're equal in this relationship.
You don't know how to make yourself happy. And not you, women. This is what it boils down to.
I'm an extremely happy person.
There's no way you're happy with a man that's less cool than you.
I don't think he's less cool. He's super cool guy.
Absolutely less cool than you. Listen, I love what I read, but you're not tapping into the animal that you're dealing with. You're tapping into you, which is what women do. You don't tap into us. Us is a different thing from you, and you need to learn about us from us, not from you. I don't like an unhappy guy, a traditional unhappy guy. I don't like a guy.
I don't like an unhappy guy either.
But you have no choice to that.
I'm not that big on commitment myself. I think most marriages should be open marriages. On both sides.
But that's not to your nature. You decided to go with the guys. Women's nature. Women's nature is not to have...
Of course, because you're talking about years of millennium of evolution.
100 different dicks in you. I don't mind it. But that's not what you crave, is 100 different dicks. You want one dick that you love. You don't want to... When you say you want 100 different dicks, you're being a guy. But you're not being a guy.
A couple. You'd be surprised. You know what? Women are cheating as much as men do.
Doesn't matter. They're miserable when they're doing it.
Not always miserable.
Women are miserable. You know why? Because there's no satisfaction to how you get dick. You get dick by opening your legs. Do you understand? You just sit here and you sit there and you spread your legs and just go, fellas, one of you, would you like to touch it? We'll all go, yeah. If you had a room full of women and a dick came out and it's like, put your hands on it, ladies, you would all go, ew, because it doesn't matter how you
You've
get
been hanging out with the wrong women, Patrice.
I know you try to be different, but we all know.
I don't know.
We all know that you're a girl. You sit down to pee, you have kids, you do things that make you, even the act of
being... What's so bad about being a girl?
It's just, look, I've done girl things. You ever think you had to take a shit, but you just peed? And you just sitting there and sitting down peeing and how miserable you was just sitting down. Like, what a bitch you felt like. How demoralized you are by going, ugh, I'm sitting down to pee. You ever lay back and pretend like play fuck with your girl and put yourself in missionary position just for a game, and the idea of someone you're laying on your back with your legs back and someone is fucking you? It is embarrassing. Bleeding every month for no reason. You are miserable. God made you miserable. You know what guys do that's fun? We have an activity where once in a while, maybe me, once every other day, I kill life. I squirt life anywhere. On my girl's chest, on a sock, anywhere. There's no activity where a woman enjoys just killing eggs. There's no activity where they go, yay, there's an egg on the floor. This is why you're miserable, because your happiness, wait a minute, your happiness is based on thinking you're a man. They don't understand what it's like to be frivolous. They're not frivolous with their body. That's why I know 100 guys, fucking 100 guys, means nothing to a woman. It's not happiness, because there's no gratification to it. There's no hunt. You know what you're hunting? Love. And you don't know how to get it.
Some women hunt love.
You hope this guy that you fuck will love you. It's scratching the lottery. You don't know how to get love. Have no clue.
Wow.
Right, let's talk some tea talk.
Wow.
So it's your rant on how great it is to be a man.
You know it, because your book.
So why do you think...
You're on the men's side, not on the women's side. This book says it right here. You on our side.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But let me tell you, why do you think so many men out there, and they email me all day long, I want to be women. And how come majority of transsexuals and transvestites dress up as women?
So they can have control over what they don't have control over.
Yeah, exactly. So who is miserable here? If majority of transsexuals are men, male to female, they're miserable. They all want to be girls. They all want to be submissive.
They all want to be slaves. They all
want to dress up. They all want to dress up in girly clothes.
That's why pimps are pimps. Not because they can put women on the street and make them sell their pussy, but the mind of how do I control something that's controlled by an unlikable creature. Like, you're awful. If I control pussy, boy, pussy be great.
I don't know about that.
I would bring the value of pussy down to zero if I owned a pussy.
Majority of men would love to be a woman. That's why it's one of the biggest fetishes.
Serious? What, sit down and pee?
Are guys wearing female panties. That's huge.
Control. It's
huge
a
on the internet.
It's to have an idea of how it is to control the vagina, because God has given a miserable animal
the power
to control something to make us happy.
Yeah, Patrice hates vaginas.
I can see that.
He likes the vagina. He just doesn't like all the shit that's around it and the shit it takes.
Seriously.
He
makes me bad for you.
The pussy.
Patrice needs a pocket pussy. Patrice needs a pocket pussy.
Because I really,
He'd be a lot happier.
It bothers me how little women bring to the table and how many demands you have.
I don't think we have a lot of demands. You know what? How many demands do we have?
I don't know. Let's read chapter 6.
What are the demands?
Here's the hit. Being gregarious, taking up space, and looming. What's bad? Being a loudmouth.
I think guys have way more demands.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to look beautiful. We have to look young. We have to wear lingerie for you.
Ready?
We have to be thin. How many demands do you have?
Fair enough. You know what that boils down to? One thing. Object. Just be an object. An object of desire.
Perfect
That's
object.
what your job is.
So that's a lot more demands. All we want you guys to do
I want
is
a shiny watch, not a scruffy one. All we want you to do is not be
That's
scruffy.
way more demands than we don't want anything from you. We don't care if you're bald. We don't care. I talk about appearance. We are not shallow. We don't care if you don't, if you don't shave. We don't have any of this. We have to shave your legs for you. We have to look perfect. We have to diet for you. Put makeup, wear lingerie. How many demands is that?
Enunciate. Okay, enunciate. This is your book.
This is my
Here's
book.
What we ready? Oh, good. Here it is.
Who wants the guy who mumbles?
I just found your perfect woman, by the way. I want to give you the Adam and Eve's pussy. Here you go.
And you can control that completely.
All right, so
fair enough.
AdamEve.com.
No, this is why we lose. You fucking talk to her, and you try to see her tits. Go ahead. This is why we fucking lose, and we should be winning. This is give me that. This is Patrice needs. That's what Patrice needs. Fake pussy. Fair enough. That's what we do. That's what we do. We don't call him out because we love pussy. But the fact is, after the pussy, then what?
Then
Fair
what?
Enough.
All right, then what after the pussy? What are you getting at, Patrice?
Nothing.
No.
I'm gonna look at fake. Let me touch this.
I was joking. It's a quick joke just to lighten the room up a little bit.
It don't need lighten up.
All right, so wait. After the pussy, then what are you getting at?
After we do our job.
Then you're in hell after that?
No, after we do our job.
And get the pussy.
And get what we're trying to get initially. Some of us try to pretend we're looking for love, but no guy goes out and goes, listen, fellas, let's go. Hey, Fan, Opie, everybody, let's get together because let's all go out and find love. It doesn't happen. We go out and search for a certain thing. That's what we're built to do, is hunt for that. The other thing, if it happens, it happens. But it shouldn't happen because we get pussy. I shouldn't. That's like, that it's like going fishing on a fishing boat, right? All the things you have to do, you buy the bait, you go out in the ocean, you find a perfect spot, you fish, you catch this big thing on the fucking hook, you get this giant tuna, and you're like, holy shit, look what I did. Look what I did. Then you throw the tuna back in the water, and then the fucking fish jumps back in the boat.
Yeah, I don't get him at all.
And goes, I love you. You know, motherfucker.
Statistics shows that men fall in love a lot faster than women do on the first date. These are statistics from psychological studies. Men are 3 times more likely to kill themselves after romantic breakup. Women get over romantic breakup a lot quicker. Men live longer in marriages than those who are not. So statistics shows that men are much better off when they're in love.
I think
But they
Patrice
go
would
around,
say
but
that.
they like to say these are statistics. You cannot reject. You can reject anything you want. But I'm trying to tell you, these are studies.
100 studies?
Oh no, these are studies. Documented studies.
You gotta study.
Men love to walk around and say, "Oh, we don't want love. We don't want love." But statistics show they do.
Because we get love easy. Once I fuck you, you love me.
I don't know. It's not so easy.
Why do you think a guy would be more depressed?
Women are very conditional about their love.
Why do you think a guy would be more depressed after a breakup than a woman? Why do you think so?
Exactly.
Why do you think so?
Yeah.
Because it's women have social networks. You know what? They talk to their girlfriends. They move on a lot faster.
No.
Guys dwell on stuff. They don't
because
express
a woman
emotions.
could go out that night and have a dick. And the guy has to search around, and maybe at 4 in the morning, he's fucking drunk and going home to jerk off because he didn't get anything. And then the next night, the girl can go out and get another dick. And the guy, again, has to go out and work his ass off to try to get...
Why do they kill each other? Why are they 3 times more? Why do guys kill each other all the time?
Each other?
Tired of vaginas
over pussy.
adding up to your whole life.
Why are they dueling over
Anthony,
over pussy?
You're a famous millionaire. A famous millionaire.
Yeah.
But a fucking loser could fuck you because she has a pussy. A fucking loser. Like a woman who has nothing extra except for vagina can fucking feel like she's at your level. Do you understand? You're not at the social status, the thinking status. You don't have friends. First of all, women don't have friends with each other. That's why you want to hang around us all the time, because we're better at being friends. Do you know any information about your friends that could, like, ruin their lives? Their lives. No.
Yes, we do.
Really? You could destroy one of your girlfriend's lives?
Absolutely.
Women
talk
about which woman?
Guys, the women talk to each other more than guys do.
Would you hide a gun for your girlfriend if she committed a murder?
Yeah. I would.
She knows that. See, let me tell you why she's good. She knows the man. She knows, in case I might need my bitch to hide a gun. Might. She's smart enough to know the guy answer to this. But you could feel this right here. She's a little bit annoyed with her own life, because this is what I'm saying. And this is, she cut me off on this.
I gotta agree. I think more like a guy.
Dr. Z. Doctor.
I think more like a guy, I have to admit.
You can't think like a guy. You know why it's not impressive? Could suck 1,000. She only sucked 100.
But Patrice, we want to hear...
This is all bing, 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 buzz. You reward your man with asshole.
Yeah.
Women make me sick. Are you fucking out your mind?
You know what it is? It's like shaping an animal.
You're rewarding us with this thing.
It's shaping an animal. It's really coming out now.
Here's my stink hole.
This attitude is for cornballs.
Yeah.
This is for cornballs who are. This is for goofy guys.
But this is what guys
This
could
is for
do to
goofy guys.
women. They can shape them
got me
too,
roses for
and that's what I
Valentine's
talk
Day.
about
That's
in
not
my
that's
book.
not
your
even.
reward.
Yeah, you
My
shave your
stink
balls.
hole.
It's fine. It's fine to shave your balls, but we're talking about why your asshole's a prize. That's what women are. Just 3 holes.
Well, and I
3 holes. Basically, that's what it is.
Is that in the book, How to Get Women? Just saying you're a bunch of holes? Is that?
Well, no, but I do talk in the book about how to get anal and why and how most women actually
how do
most
you
women
get
love
anal?
it.
I'm shutting the fuck up.
Let me fuck you in the
serious
ass.
about this fucking shit. It's just.
And this is the woman who gives up ass to everyone, and I don't think you want that kind of woman.
But you just had 2 days.
The one that
just 2 days.
fucks 100 guys. Yeah, that kind of woman. But it's not on her.
Patrice?
All fucking women are this fucking hypocritical and retarded.
Let her finish.
Those dirty
know.
asshole bitches.
You know what? Patrice is not helping. He's getting guys less pussy rather than more.
Yeah, but of course.
Because this kind of approach is going to turn women off. But that's what this
There's
is for
a million of you.
This is for
you
angry
fucked 100
guys.
guys. Did they all do the same thing to get you? They were all men. You didn't fuck some guys on the first night?
They all had to qualify.
Of course.
Exactly.
They had to imply all their hard work to get your twat.
No,
and
not at all.
They did.
But they had to offer me some value, some interest.
Of course.
Something. They didn't come up to me and say, "Let me fuck you."
Of course not. But what did they do? I was listening.
All right, just listen for a minute. You're losing your mind.
I fucking cut people. But this is what shit. This is more vaginal horse.
Well, let me listen to you. No, I want to hear Patrice's approach. Right now, all he gave us is how not to get any pussy and why pussy means nothing. I want to know his approach. What is his advice to a guy to score with a woman? Here is a woman in a bar. How do you score with her? I want to know.
I don't have
right now.
On
well, exactly. You don't have advice. All you have is just angry bitch and complain. Bullshit. That's all it is.
There you go. That's the real shit. There I go. There you go. I like that. That's what I want. The real shit.
This is
Your
angry
emotional horse shit. Because that's what you all are.
Stuff.
Emotional
Where is that emotional?
in your vagina.
I am very calm. You are getting emotional.
Because I take it very seriously. You know how you get the asshole? You eat the pussy, lick the asshole, and it feels good. Then you put a finger in it, and then the bitch wants to do some. Want to know how you pee on your girl? In the shower. Want to know how to get her to suck your dick? Slap her in the face with it. This is what's wrong with you. You direct too many of your movies. Open up. That's what the fuck you do.
All right. Well, I guess
fuck you don't know. You're the fucky. How you gonna tell me how to fuck you?
We actually
you get fucked.
We haven't. So the question has been answered, Dr. Z, and thank you for coming in today.
I agree with Patrice's approach on the asshole.
Patrice's book is considerably shorter than yours. It's more of a pamphlet.
Right.
Yeah, I would see that.
Would you agree with that as far as how to get the asshole?
No.
No? Well, how do you get the asshole?
Well, then you'll just have to read my book.
No, don't cop out.
What chapter?
Don't cop out with
I'll
that,
read it.
Dr. Z.
Well, what is,
Let's see what's how to get
Here's what.
Yeah, talking about emotional.
So
I get emotional because when do guys get to be? When do we get to be fucking emotional?
We want you to be emotional. We want you to
much losers you guys are. You are fucking losers. Trying to make here's what you're trying to do. Have a man and have a woman at the fucking same time. We're men. We're better than you.
We want a guy. We don't want a woman. We don't want a wussy guy.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
A non-wussy guy is better than you.
Yeah, and those are the things that you like.
You condition her to know that she doesn't really have a choice in what you like sexually. Do you understand? It trickles down from you. They don't know. The only thing they know.
You're saying you can get a woman to do anything you want.
You don't negotiate with
tell that. So this is actually interesting because it sounds like you guys are saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
I think you're on the same page.
Oh, but
Patrice, I think you're
right there. I think, of course.
By sticking your dick in.
No, I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that. But why shouldn't you fuck her in the ass the first time as opposed to the pussy the first time? What's I don't get it.
Good question, doctor.
Why? Because most women are defensive about that, and most women are uncomfortable.
And you know why? Most women, because you make up your own movie that stars you, stars you as me, stars you as the director. You're the producer.
No.
Stop doing. They don't know what they like. Anytime you fuck a girl, anytime you fuck a girl and she tells you what she likes, that means she likes it because some other dude did it. And she goes, oh, I like that. But you don't have an explorative mind where you go, you know what? I wonder what it's like. If it wasn't for the fact a guy tried to fuck you in your ass, you wouldn't go, boy, I want to get fucked in my ass. We bring everything to you. Your whole idea is based on you want to be a man. You think like a man because thinking like a woman is so fucking awful. That's why you think like a man.
Well, so why you never answer my question? Why majority of transvestites and transsexuals?
Your question. How about the 17 questions you didn't fucking answer?
Oh, you didn't ask me any question. This is a monologue.
10 hours they've been asking you how
this is a monologue.
You bring up this transvestite thing.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
You bring up the transvestite thing.
He's saying that women that women don't want to be women, that it sucks being women, that it's so great to be a guy. So I'm asking you why then all of the 99% of hundreds of thousands transsexuals and transvestites are male to female. It's guys who want to wear women's clothing, guys who want to make up, guys who want to submit to mistresses and dominatrix. It's all about guys.
That's not
wanting
like the majority
to be
of
women.
guys.
It's a huge percentage.
That's like saying 99% of retarded people can't fucking figure out math.
No, but I'm saying that.
You know, because they're fucking retarded.
Why there are no transsexuals who want to be
I'm trying to shut the fuck up, but he just made a point that you completely didn't acknowledge. He just made a very logical
higher percentage
analogy.
than you would think. A very high percentage.
What he's saying is who gives a fuck?
But that's not guys.
What guy wants to be a transvestite?
Yeah.
We're talking about guys who are fucking guys who want to fuck girls. Women.
And also,
why? Because you're saying to me that it sucks being a woman and that all women want to be guys. That women hate being women.
I agree with Patrice. You said at one point, you said guys dress up like women because they want to control that thing.
No, they don't want to control that. They want to be that. They don't want to control anything. They want to be. They want to get rid of their dick. They want to become women. They want to dress up. They want to be pretty. They want to be cute little girls.
And they want to be the
because it's
fucky.
empowering. Yeah.
But they're
so
crazy.
Why do they want to?
But we talk about regular dudes. I'll tell you why I'm mad. Yeah, mad. I'm just mad, and not at her. It's just like you figure somebody with doctor in front of their name, right, would just be saying something you haven't heard from the average bitch that work at McDonald's. You're just saying the same horse shit. It's like, it's like, you know, to ask, hey, how do you do ass to mouth? It's the same as, how do you fuck her? You know what I mean? It's like, once you figure out the control of how to talk a woman out of being like their typical horseshit, it's just getting around their typical bullshit because they don't have a filter. They go from how they feel to coming out their fucking mouth. They never explore how to have an option on how to think. She believes that just because she thinks like a guy, that makes her a guy. Like, no. Like, when I was getting ready to say doctor, do you realize the fact that you're a doctor doesn't make you more attractive than if you fucking was the woman
No, it does
garbage
make me
man?
more attractive.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make you more attractive to
telling you it doesn't.
How about
because you
this?
are into skanky women who are
No. How about
not
this?
doctors.
Let me give
but
you.
there's plenty of guys to whom it does make me more
I'll give you an
attractive.
example that Patrice brought up. I'll give you an example of a point he brought up. You take a plumber. Just a guy is a plumber, average-looking guy. He walks up, and he tries to get into, I don't know, some Hollywood starlet's pants at some party. He's lucky enough to somehow get his way in there. He's not getting near her. If he talks to her for 2 seconds, he's being driven away. It ain't going to work. You put the shoe on the other foot where some girl comes in, attractive looking, doesn't have to be the best looking girl in the world, can absolutely hook up with a rock star or George Clooney or any other guy because for no other reason than she has a vagina that the guy wants to get into.
That's not true.
And that she's hot.
Because what?
Yeah.
What's Halle Berry ends up with this movie star. I mean, a movie star Halle Berry ends up with some model, some guy who's nobody but has a cute face.
A model, though. It's a model. He's not a fucking...
But he's not a guy that makes money for
But
being attractive.
do you think George Clooney is going to hook up with just any girl? He's going to hook up with a
He's
hot
gonna
girl.
fuck her.
He's gonna
A hot girl, right? You just answered
the
me.
same way the other
But
way
it doesn't matter.
around. Halle Berry's gonna fuck a guy because
hold on.
he's a model. He
Let
has
me say this.
nothing else to offer to her.
Hold on. The model or the hot girl that George Clooney hooks up with can be a fucking receptionist at a hair cutting salon.
You think it doesn't work the other way around?
The hot guy that Halle Berry hooks up with, he ain't gonna be no fucking guy that works for the telephone company. This is gonna be a model guy, some fucking director, producer, or some shit. Because the guy needs to have something, and the girl needs to have a pussy. That's Patrice's point.
Why won't you just admit that?
You have to back that up. I mean, there's a guy who's in The Office, and like not a terribly attractive guy. He was an out of work actor for a very long time. He said the second that he got on television, as soon as he got on television, he goes, it evened the playing field. I would walk into a room and it was like being a hot girl. All of a sudden, girls would talk.
So what's your point? What's the point?
The point is that the guy.
We're less shallow. We're looking for qualities other than your looks. You guys only care about looks. You don't care how dumb a woman is. You don't care if she's like a complete.
There you go. This is the real world. This is girl coming out.
But that makes you a shallow guy.
This bullshit, Dr. Z is disappearing, baby. Good job, TJ. Now I am going to come on. Now Victoria Zornak is coming the fuck out.
No, but I'm not
there you go.
But that's exactly the point.
Good job.
Anthony just said what's true, which is that a guy needs to have external things about him. He needs to have other things to level the playing field. All a girl has to do is be attractive. Now, why won't a girl go out with a guy who works at the telephone company and is like kind of good looking?
They go out all the time.
I don't know.
Do you want me to give you names? I'll give you names of women.
I used to work at Radio Shack. I'll give you some.
Hold on. Can I just
Anthony.
please.
I'll give you.
Wait a second. I'm trying. Not
So
no more
far,
monologue.
you've been
No
the lowball insults. That's all you've been doing.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna give you names.
This is what I'm talking about.
No.
This is the real boiling down to being a girl.
I'm gonna give you names of women who ended up with.
I'm gonna fucking let you talk. I just want to say this one thing about your book. On this point, this is an entire book on what a guy should do to get pussy.
Right.
Not
to get
good
looking one.
Not to have a life with her, not to understand anything about all this shit to get. You are.
Because guys don't care about getting a life. They care about getting pussy. That's your point right there.
This is why you're trying
They don't want a book of relationship.
But here's what your book does.
I'm not controlling anything.
Here's what this book does.
I'm giving guys quick tips.
Makes guys act a certain way so that when you finally give up the pussy, he might have an emotional investment in you.
This book has nothing to do with emotional investment.
Emotional investing
That's exactly
qualities.
What are you talking about?
Why don't you just write a book called Ladies, Give Up Your Pussy and Stop Playing?
That's your book. This is the book you need to write,
but
Ladies,
why
Give Up
wouldn't
Your
you,
Pussy.
if you have a male point of view, why wouldn't you just write it for women?
Because I don't write books for women. I don't want to write books for women.
But you're writing books for men that have nothing to do with how the fuck we feel.
Why should I write about how you feel?
Exactly.
You want to get hot women? I give you a formula to get hot women.
A formula.
You want to know? You write books for women.
7,000
See, here it is.
When it shouldn't even.
I think I can explain what Patrice was saying. It's more difficult.
He's trying to get me to write books for women.
Yeah, but
I don't write books for women.
But you could.
He needs to write a book
because
for
it's
women.
That's what I'm gonna do.
You could because it's easy. What you're saying is take a car on a road, and you want to get the car down the road. So your version of this book is the equivalent of moving the road under the car.
No. Not
And
at all.
Patrice's idea is you turn the car on and drive it down the fucking road. It's a lot easier for you to say, women, just give up the pussy.
You want me to tell all those women out there, just give it up.
fuck.
Just give it up.
Right.
And you might come out of it happy in the end if you stop qualifying how important
But guess what?
to your vagina.
I'm here to sell the books, and women are not going to buy the book, Give Up the Vagina. They don't want to give up their vagina. It serves no evolutionary purpose for them to give up their vagina.
Evolutionary
And we're
purpose.
evolutionary. We are the human
Let me
animal.
tell you how behind.
That's a hot button word for Patrice.
Let me tell you how behind you guys are. In the year one, or whenever you found out pussy was valuable, and you found out some guy would give his rocks up
You know
for
how
your
long
for your
ago?
vagina.
About millions years ago.
Million years ago, and I say men are behind the pussy a million years. But we are evolving because we're tired of giving up everything we worked for twat. So you're basically staying the same as you were in the year 07 or whatever the
So
fuck.
how are you evolving?
We're
Let me show you.
evolving by understanding that all your demands that you have as women, all the things you want, you're not going to
it's
get
very
it.
simple.
You
It
have
all boils down to two
You have
things.
to earn what you want.
It boils down to two things. Eggs are rare. There's not that many of them. Sperm is plenty. Therefore, you've got something that there is lots of. We've got something that's rare.
Yeah.
You want your genes passed on?
Yeah.
You got to play the dance. That's how it works.
That's not true.
We are the carriers of the genes. But you
absolutely not
wanna pass on.
true.
Yes, that's how it is.
Well, no, scientifically it's true, but how you're
But
making
you're not going to change
listen,
anything.
But you're
It's going to
not
always be
special
like that.
because you're a girl. You're not special because you can have
Why are
babies.
you making it
You're not special. We just happen to be the dudes that shoot it out. You happen to be the receivers. Like, you're not a special person because nature said that you have babies. You're not special. It's just
You're
nature.
missing the point. You're
There is
missing
no
the point.
Your
Guys
point is
want to pass on as many of their genes as possible.
Yeah.
We want to be selective, and that's how it works. It's always going to be. We've got something you want. We can pass on your genes.
So when you was fucking
cannot pass on
when
your
you was
genes.
fucking all these guys, it was all pleasure, and so you kind of
Of course
went
it was
against
all pleasure.
nature. So basically,
I'm a little different from most women.
I see. I don't agree that you
You don't
are.
agree that?
No, because look at all these angry sips of water. I like her now. I like Dr. Z now because she's getting out her whole horse shit. I really like it. I really like the fact that she, like, the dig she's saying I'm giving, she was giving. Like, oh, you like to fuck scuzzbags. Yeah, but I fuck doctors too. They're just as fucking dumb as every other girl. I've met dumb garbage girls and I've met dumb doctors. When it comes to this game, you can't win it. Because you have no skill to get what you want. We have the skill to get pussy. We don't need this book.
What is your skill? We'll give guys a specific skill.
Well, we also have to have the skill. Women,
what is the skill? I want to know the skill.
The skill is all whatever you've done over your, like, he has different skill. I have different. I don't have a how to.
You have a skill. I gotta give you. You got the gift of gab. But there's a lot of guys out there who don't have the skill.
Exactly.
And my book gives them the skill.
No, they don't. Your book teaches them how. Look at
gives them the skill.
Fucking retard with a job. This is what makes guys different than women. Get attracted to other things. Your downfall is that you're not as shallow as us. So a retarded guy can go. A retarded millionaire can go. Listen. You know what? I want $1 million, but I can't. He can get pussy. A retarded billionaire woman is in deep shit. Hey, handsome, can you?
Let me tell you, if you've got money, you're gonna get pussy or dick. Just look at all these. Look at Ivana Trump. She's like hanging out with these hot male models, and it doesn't matter if you've got money, you can get laid. So that's not an issue. We're not talking about money.
Ivana Trump doesn't have to pay to get dick.
But I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't matter. If you got money, you're going to get laid. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Have you struggled ever to get dick? Have you struggled to get dick?
No.
Yeah, so what do you know?
Have you struggled?
I'm a fat motherfucker. I had to learn how to get pussy. I had to talk. I had to learn.
So tell the guys right now, give them concrete advice. Regular guys who don't have the humor that you have, who don't have the gift of gab, give them concrete advice. They don't
need as much as, put it this way. Do you have satisfaction when you're, like, how did the dick become such a lesser value than the vagina?
By the way, TJ's mother is
I told you how it became.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you,
man?
It's very simple.
We're just talking about dick and how to get pussy.
It's not the
pussy
dick.
has no value. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it at lunch.
His mother's like my mother, like, my baby's in a movie.
I don't care.
It's not dick versus pussy. It's sperm versus eggs.
Ooh.
And there's...
But it's not, though, because I'll be happy putting it on you as well as in you.
Right.
I know that, but you want your genes passed on, right? And therefore you're out there looking for these receptacles to pass on your genes.
Ooh, receptacle.
And we can also,
I like that. I like
we
receptacle.
can only pass on...
Sock,
now
cup,
we're talking...
floor, or woman.
That's actually my mom told me that.
It's not hoary to come on my stomach, but face is disrespectful.
Right, how do we get it?
Disrespect. It messes up your makeup. And some women think it makes them break out.
On your forehead, the nape of your neck. This is what I'm saying. It's just
no-fly zone.
It's just this argument.
And it stings when it gets in the eyes. It really fucking stings.
Yeah.
So that's why they say the respect. Just keep it away from
God, I'm going to read this whole book. I like this. I like Victoria. But this is exactly, I could fuck her so easy based on the fact that she fucking hates my guts. That's
I
all
don't
it
hate
is.
you at all. I actually find you very entertaining.
You
know what?
Like a big bear.
I actually went.
What would you do to her?
And you know what?
I can't even begin to
Now,
imagine what sex would look like between the two of them.
Yeah.
Bite her right on her cheek.
You only want to
King
fuck me
Kong.
because I'm hot, right? I actually
You're
would
not
like
bad.
That would be the definition of
I
hate
like to
fucking.
fuck guys
Wait.
who are quick-witted and who have a good sense of humor.
You're not bad. And let me explain to you what you are. And this is not an insult. Because this is a thing we apply. Because a guy like me, a guy that's not a fucking model good-looking dude.
Sure.
Okay.
The guy doesn't have to be model
We
good-looking.
usually go 1 to 10 when guys are going, hey, explaining a hot girl. Hey,
Right.
1 to 10. What you give her, man? Ooh, she's like a 9. In real life, you're a 10. But we went up to 30. Okay, me and my friends went up to from 1 to 30. Okay. And what we did is break that 30 down into 3 categories of 10. The first 10 is ugly bitches. The second 10 is okay looking bitches. And the third 10 is beautiful bitches. So a number 20 is either a beautiful okay looking woman or a ugly fine woman. A 10 is a gorgeous ugly woman. An 11 is a ugly okay looking woman.
What's Dr. Z?
I love this scale.
Dr. Z is a 21. To me, she's an ugly, beautiful woman. She is as gorgeous of an okay woman as you can get. But the reason you do this is not to insult a woman. It's to know how much confidence to have.
It's true.
Like, I don't have 30 confidence, but I know I can get a 22.
Mother, you're a 30 in my book. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I think TJ's mom is beautiful.
She's wonderful.
Uma Thurman is a 10.
I give her 25.
She's a
beautiful, ugly girl.
woman.
Actually, it's funny because if you read my book, I have this whole thing on demystifying beauty because guys go gaga over beauty, and that's exactly what I tell them. Tell yourself beauty's common, beauty's out there. You know what? Beauty's dime a dozen. I want something more substance than just beauty. And if you talk to yourself like that, you can actually demystify beauty and have the power to come up to any woman. Because you know what, guys are
not any woman though. Depending on really on because you might not have the confidence because what that does is gives confidence. Like if you look at a woman and go, she's a 15.
Exactly, but that's that's exactly what. By the way, I talk
to her like a 15. But the 30, you might have trouble talking.
Dr. Z, are you all about the big cock?
No, at all. And actually, if you read my book, if I read my book,
As long as those questions
I have
get
a
out
whole
there.
chapter on why size does not matter, guys. Size does not matter.
Yeah,
So you're telling
You know
me
what it
No
is?
one cares. I
do
still
wanna
want a
ask this.
baby on, Jack. I want a fucking pole of death.
An unattractive plumber who has a small penis, if he reads your book, he can approach a perfect what?
Absolutely.
A 20? A 25?
22.
30.
22, 30.
A 12.
A 12. And,
Forget
and
about
can
these
score with her.
numbers. Forget about
The
these
numbers are now very important.
Because you know what? You know, guys,
12
too
is an
much.
ugly,
They're
all right
obsessed over
looking
this
woman.
look stuff. They're just women. They're just women. Who cares? Imagine what she's going to look like in 50 years. She's not going to be a 10. If you have that in your mind, you can approach any woman.